Hi everybody, Neon here of course. There are about 12 miles of trails here in Sesquicentennial State Park and I'm about to walk them all. Parked here at Polo Road, hiked in along this mountain bike trail, then around the loop, the road loop that goes around the park. Kept going around the loop, then got on the white trail, which is the Sandhills hiking trail, the lake trail. Did a little side hike around this little nature trail, back to the loop, and back to my car. First, we've got the access trail coming in from the Polo Road Park. This section's designated as the mountain biking trail, and it winds through the sand hills. Appears to be some kind of event going on today. The next section that I'm hiking is called the Loop Road or Loop Trail. Now somebody in the Park Service has a sense of humor. Unfortunately, this isn't going to charge my batteries any, but that's kind of cool. Loop trail, mountain bike trail, and lake trail all together. Time to head into the center of the park. The Lake Loop Trail has been improved with hard pack. Well, I was hoping for a little serenity. Didn't realize there was going to be a race today. That's my high school. That's my high school. Look for some major. Muscadine. Yes, indeed. That's what it is. Looks like some Virginia creeper on it, too. Lots of holes on this tree, which were the result of a yellow-bellied sapsucker. Looks like a healthy dogwood. Even some prickly pear cactus. Well, I used to come down here when my kids were little and there was just a board over this little creek, no boardwalk. We'd come down here and throw sticks in the creek. 20 years ago, we spent so many Saturday mornings over here, letting my wife sleep in. It's important to support the park. Four kinds of boats for rental. Oh, there's still a few water lily flowers. Back on the Lake Loop Trail. I had a few options where I was going to hike today, and I chose to come to Sesqui, which is usually pretty quiet early in the morning, but Didn't expect there to be a bike race. Yeah, that's okay. It's nice that other people are out here enjoying it. I have had to jump out of the road many times to get out of the way of the bikes. Still, I'm sure all the sunshine and the greenery is good for my brain. Alrighty, back on the loop trail. Getting close to my car, and there's a bike right here. That looks a lot like my old bike. I think this is a bike that I set out next to the side of the road several months ago. That's bizarre that my old bike is here in the woods. That is my old bike. I called it the Recycle because I got the frame and the wheels from Fernwood and replaced the brakes. See, they don't match, with some parts from some other bikes. And this rack came from one of my wife's old 10 speeds. And the cables are all different, and these pedals came off of something else. That is just bizarre that is my bike. You're in the middle of Sesquicentennial State Park next to a tree. Wow. I am miles from my house. I guess I'm gonna take it home, fix it up, put it back on the side of the road. Maybe somebody else can borrow it for a while. That's a freaky thing. I wonder how many times this bicycle's gonna be in my life. I guess there's probably a metaphor for life in there somewhere.
I see the problem. The derailleur gear is broken. I don't know that I've got another one of those at home, but
I'm gonna take it home anyway. Here we are back at the start. That ends the adventure. I don't know if I've got the parts I need to make that bike rideable again. I just can't throw it away without giving it another try, since it's had such an interesting journey to come back into my life. See you next time. I didn't have the parts to repair the bike, so it's back on the side of the road again. But I did take some parts off, including this bike rack, which is now on a bike that needed one.